Scott Russell, Global Freedom Movement. A few thoughts of where we're at right now. I think there's so much bait and switch, so much misdirection that's going on currently. And I think if the globalist agenda is to get everybody focused on everything that doesn't matter, I mean, it matters, but at the end of the day, it's not going to change anything. It's like if we have a fruit, a tree, and we're focused on the apples of the tree, and the tree's where it shouldn't be. As long as we're arguing over the fruit, we're never dealing with the root. We're never dealing with the root cause and cutting the tree off at its root. And these people are experts in bait and switch. They are experts in feeding drama. They are expert in manipulating the population, the propaganda machine of the mainstream media, the narrative and the counter-narrative. And I've watched that with some of the politicians that have been elected, Giorgia Meloni, even Trump, and some of these ones. It's, there's so much success by the globalists to sell their agenda of the narrative and the counter-narrative. Nobody trusts anybody. And I think it's what I continue to keep saying. We have to put our faith in God. So, well, how do you do that on a daily basis? Well, there's your problem right there. I think it's knowing where your peace is, having your peace, and following your peace. Because no matter who gets in there, there's going to be things they do that we can look at and say they betrayed us. They didn't do this the way they should have done it. But, and ultimately we become armchair critics. We don't really know the full extent of what those people are doing or achieving behind the scenes. And just because somebody's picture was taken at a World Economic Forum event doesn't mean that they're a World Economic Forum crony. Anyway, I just wanted to encourage, keep your eye off the dramas. The midterms are coming in the US, and God willing, we'll see some results there. But come on, let's be blatantly honest here. We were, at the last election, very concerned about election integrity. And do we really, really think anything's changed? So, yep, there's going to be a lot of noise, a lot of accusations, a lot of finger pointing. But at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert in that. But I remember from where I was hearing all of this major news on, election integrity and Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell and all these ones that were doing it. Overnight, that all disappeared. Overnight. I don't know why. I can speculate, but it pretty much went from being the headline to being the no line. Election integrity. Don't get your eyes on thinking that America's going to get all what we all want. It's I do believe there will be some positive changes. I think we will see some of those states, Arizona. Seems like a great woman of integrity there. That's running for that. I mean, DeSantis. There's some really top-rate people that are not coming under the counter narrative, but not to say there's going to be a massive sweep that's going to change the whole of the US, because I think they have put in decades or beyond years of planning for this, and it's not going to go away through just one election. They threw a presidential election. They influenced the presidential election, even if you don't believe it was thrown. They certainly influenced it. The mainstream media and corruption, the election integrity there. Don't think they're not going to do it again. So just don't get your eyes on the hope of the election. Get your eyes on God. Say, God, we need you. We need you. Say, well, I don't believe in God. Well, again, I'm sorry to hear that. I do. And in doing that, I feel the peace of God. I feel the righteousness of that. And the Bible tells me that when the enemy comes in like a flood, God will raise up a standard. That standard is you. That standard is me. Let's draw hope in the fact that it's a rotten battle, but we win in the end. And if we've won in the end, we've already won. It's just how much damage they do to get there. Keep your eyes on your family. Keep your eyes on what you need to do to prepare, because this is not going to change through an election. Keep your eyes on your family. Keep your eyes on God. Keep your eyes on your friend. Allow God to bring you to the community of people where you're not living in a commune, let's do deals, but you're living in a flow of spirit, what the Bible calls koinonia. My Greek's not that great, where it's intimacy, caring, love, fellowship, where it's all giving. Those things that come about when we're in the true spirit of life. There's our answer. The Spirit of God flowing in the spirit of life to bring about freedom, not a religious bondage of a system. God bless you. Keep focused and keep your eyes on the goal. Don't get sidetracked on all this bait and switch. But we won in the end.